too. Did you notice that, Shirley? Okay, are we all set? Here we go. This is the common council meeting to be held Tuesday, May 7th, 2024 at 7 p.m. The meeting is called to order. Would you please call the roll?
Alderperson Juzwicki is excused. Alderperson Kastner.
Present.
Alderperson Akers.
Present.
Alderperson Sarian.
Present.
Alderperson Bailey.
Present. Very good. We are now in order. Opening prayer this evening is by Deacon Leggett. I want to, on behalf of the city, you suffered a loss last week of your wife, and all of us have nothing but thoughts and prayers for you. So you don't have to give a prayer tonight if you don't want to, but we appreciate your attendance. Thank you. Item C is the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you please join me? Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving along, item D, I'd entertain a motion to approve the April 16th, 2024 Common Council minutes.
Make the motion.
Motion by Alderperson Bailey. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Kastner. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item E, approval of the April 18th, 2024 Special Common Council minutes. Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
By Alderperson Akers, second by Alderperson Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Under item F, appointment of weed commissioners, I would appoint Mr. Wist, Officer, who we got here? John Name, Code Enforcer Wist, and Officer Kumar from the PD, the three folks that are doing code enforcement in the city right now to varying degrees. Item G, aldermanic reports.
I
There
can
is one
say
in-
that the farmer's market was very well attended Sunday.
The farmer's market was extremely well attended on Sunday. One of our neighbors, I think I just heard, is not having their farmer's market this year for lack of vendor participation. Next, one of our neighboring villages.
South of us?
Southwest of us, Hills Corners, I think. I just saw it in the paper on the way in,
Wow.
so
I didn't know they had one.
that's
Probably why.
pot-
not as
potentially one of the problems, I think.
Not as nice as ours.
No, so ours has historically been, so vendors do polls, ours has been in the top three according to some vendor polls that I've seen in southeast Wisconsin. I want to welcome Paige, our new person, that's
But yeah, it was
done an extremely good job.
extremely well attended from what I could tell.
It was extremely well attended. I did get some drone footage of it too that Kent got to me. I can send it off to you. It was pretty darn impressive. So, Little League opening day was Saturday. I missed it. the first time in a long, long time. I had to help somebody move. But that went off really well. The weather was good.
Didn't snow.
It didn't snow, yeah. There was one year that it actually snowed, and there were a couple of years that the outfield was so wet that you kind of couldn't play beyond the infield. So things seem to be okay. This weekend is Arbor Day.
Harbor Day, that's right.
I'm going to miss that this weekend for another engagement.
That Concord.
It's at Conkle Park as part of that project. The shelter is under construction on the southwest part of Conkle Park, which was planned for as part of those improvements. You can go check that out. The grading is substantially completed at the turf, and Grindline is in town, and it's my understanding that they'll be beginning construction of the skate park, the street portion first, coming up, if the weather ever calms down.
Tony Hawk was there.
So I'm not trying to provide publicity right now because it's an active construction site, but Tony Hawk has visited the site on a number of occasions. It's my understanding that recently, perhaps this week, 3 nationally renowned skaters also visited the park. There are a lot of people. It's generated a lot of enthusiasm from the skating world out there. When Tony Hawk was here,
World aware of what's happening on June 16th?
I think there's a lot of people that are aware of what's happening on June 15th, I
15th,
think.
sorry.
Yeah, don't come on the 16th.
We can still go on the 16th.
I mean, the fear is that it's too successful of an event, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
Yeah, so we've engaged a security company to help.
I was.
We've
gonna
talked,
say, but I didn't want to hear. Nothing. I didn't want to say that out loud, but yeah.
so we've engaged with the expectation that it's going to be well attended.
And will we have bike patrols in Shirley Crest?
We'll have all of the Assistant Chief Weber is here from the fire department. There's been discussions with them to make sure that there's an adequate supply of police and fire and medical.
The signage that we discussed did go up in Shirley Crest in the locations that we talked about.
The signage did go up there. So there are parking restrictions in Shirley Crest. We are reaching out to the school district to use the high school parking lot, to use Glenwood, or not
Edgewood.
Glenwood.
Edgewood.
Edgewood, sorry, I always get them mixed up.
That's actually the second big one we're having there this year.
It's a big one.
Dan Jansen's first, right?
Dan Jansen is Memorial Day. That was going to be my final thing. So
Oh,
Memorial Day weekend, of course, is Dan Jansen Fest. On that Friday, there's and make sure you look at social media and the Dan Jansen and our website. The Veterans Memorial will be opened and kicked off on that Friday. There's still a couple pieces of granite that are coming in. It's my understanding that they'll be set by then, assuming some sort of catastrophe doesn't happen. So that's good too, right? There's a lot of good stuff happening. The amp magnets, the events at the park are out. I was told at the farmer's market they ran out this year, and they'll probably need some more, have to order some more. They were given away briskly this year. So sometimes when the economy's not doing as well as you think it could be, a lot of the public events really pick up the slack for folks because they're a cost-effective alternative to what otherwise might be offered. Scott told me today that registrations in the Park and Rec Department have increased pretty substantially. So that's another.
We should also make note that the farmer's market will not take place Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, the farmer's market will not take place Memorial Weekend during Jansen Fest. Yep. Anything else? Tree Commission stuff? There's nothing?
no, just the planning for Arbor Day and.
I note that Dennis is out and about again. As you know, Dennis had some health concerns last year, and he's been on a tear doing his forestry stuff, so that's a good thing, and I'm glad he's still around to do those things, right? I guess the Powerline Trail too. I mean, I think that project has been let.
Yeah, construction starts soon. We're having a pre-con meeting coming up, I think, in a week.
So that's the Power Line Trail from 60th to basically Pondview Park, right? And
When is the one south of Layton going in?
the one south of Layton it's been surveyed.
Yeah, that will be constructed in 2026.
6?
Yeah, 2026, it's out a little bit further. It's because it needs to have a bridge constructed and coordination with county parks.
That's when it's gonna go into Hales Corners.
It's
Yes.
going to end at Hales Corners.
Ends at Hales Corners.
I'm not
yeah.
sure that Hales Corners wants to continue it another 300 feet. So. Okay, aldermanic reports. Announcements, I think I made all those. This is our city attorney. In case anybody's never seen him before, he's actually at the meeting tonight. Being paid handsomely for being here. And he's turning red, too. I don't think he likes to be called out like that.
There is an item on the agenda too, I think.
Is it? Yeah, it is on the agenda. Citizen commentary, is there any this, I don't think there is any this evening. Old business with regard to Jay, there was a public hearing at the last common council meeting with regard to the Vinny Tattoo Studio, proposed business located at 4629 South 108th Street, as well as a site plan review for that special use. At the public hearing, there was one lengthy comment. The council at that time, it was recommended to give an opportunity to the applicant to respond. It's my understanding that there hasn't been a formal response from anyone.
So I don't know if you want to lay it over again or if you want to take action on it. I mean, technically, the land use decision is supposed to be independent of the applicant. That's why, but regardless, there were some accusations that were made, so I thought it'd be appropriate to give her a chance to respond. Apparently, she chose not to do that. So I'm not sure what the council wants to do with this now at this point.
So,
There's really no need for approval of the land or the space. There's really no one to operate there.
Well, it's the use itself that's being reviewed. It's supposed to be independent of the applicant, and it's not unheard of that. I don't know what the circumstances here, but sometimes people come in, they start operating, they don't realize that there's permits that are required. They apply for it after the fact. I'm not sure if this is a misunderstanding, if this was something more serious than that, but the issues ultimately the council has to look at is whether or not the use is consistent with the area, whether there's any.
I'll make a
issues that
motion
ought
to
be
deny.
based on the public hearing.
okay, motion to deny the approval of the special use.
I'll second that.
Second by Alderperson Akers. Would you call?
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
There's no need to look at the site plan review. Item K, new business, is an ordinance amending section 1.18 of the City of Greenfield Municipal Code regarding the city attorney. You'll recall that about a year ago now, is it almost a year? We changed how we do the city attorney. We've hired a firm as opposed to appointing, well, we have appointed a single attorney, but we've also retained the rest of his firm, or their firm. Before we've already appointed him as city attorney and his firm as city attorney, but we didn't change the ordinance to reflect the change of hiring a firm, essentially.
Yeah.
So I'd entertain a motion to adopt that ordinance amendment. It's worked out pretty well. Do you agree?
Oh, yes, excellent.
I do agree as well. I'd make a motion to adopt.
Motion by Alderperson Kastner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Akers. Would you
Since
call?
this item's on the agenda, this is a free meeting.
Yeah, I think it should be a free meeting, and I
Otherwise, it'd be a
and I think I saw him.
Draft the
I think I
ordinance
saw
out
him
now?
nod in approval. So we
Bill us
appreciate
to
it.
make the ordinance is what I want to know.
Huh?
Do we get billed for him to drop the ordinance?
I'm sure.
A year late too, right?
The ordinance is gonna.
Yeah. So I mean, he's not quick, but he's really efficient. So I mean. No, okay, motion was made, second, what'd you call?
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Okay. Item 2 is sort of housekeeping under the new ordinance. We've already appointed a city attorney under previous action, and we've already appointed a city prosecutor under previous action. I'd entertain a motion to approve the resolution reaffirming those appointments.
Motion to approve the resolution.
Motion by Alderperson Akers, there a second?
Second.
And by Alderperson Kastner. Could you please call?
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Okay, item 3 is an ordinance amending sections 12.01 and 12.02 of the Greenfield Municipal Code relating to definitions and the Board of Health and references throughout the code to the Greenfield Health Department as a result of the recent consolidation of the 2 health departments and the creation of the Southwest Suburban Health Department. Our code needed to be revised and updated to reflect the new name and the new structure. I'd entertain a motion to approve that municipal court code change. This essentially, although it cleans up all the housekeeping stuff that's required, it also allows for the appointment of 3 members appointed by me, confirmed by you, to the new Consolidated Health Department Board of Health. So I'd entertain a motion to
Motion
approve.
to
Motion by Alderperson Akers, or second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Kastner,
Is
under
this the only
discussion.
other place that we reference our health department within our city?
We have signs, we have stationery, we have websites, we have all of those
I'm
things.
thinking ordinances that reflect back to it.
There's verbiage in this ordinance that basically says that all the other.
All the other
references
ones, okay.
Are updated to reference.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I should have read it.
Yeah. Now, in practice, if somebody's gonna go through and actually do that change, I don't know, but, at some point, as you deal with them, you can update them.
Eventually it'll,
Yeah.
So the protections are in place in the ordinance to,
gotcha.
as a catch-all. Motion was made and seconded. Would you
Yes.
call?
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Motion carries. With regard to item 4, mayor appointments confirmed by council, 3 members to the new Southwest Suburban Board of Health for 2-year terms effective May 16th, 2024 to June 1st, 2026. I would appoint Alderperson Pam Akers and existing board members Mary Kitten and Richard Detman to the board, and entertain a motion
I'll
to
make a
confirm.
motion to confirm.
Motion by Alderperson Akers,
Second.
second by Alderperson Kastner. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 5 is an ordinance amending section 3.12, parent 8, parent K, and parent little p of the city code relating to public pool inspection, reinspection, and licensing fees. This was brought to us by the West Allis Health Department, who's going through the same motions right now, consistent with some recent state law changes, so that there's some consistency in the fee structure. I'd entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Alderperson Akers, or second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Bailey. Just quickly under discussion, there is going to be a lot of mirroring and maybe some divorcing of how the 2 communities respond to health issues. We've already worked through dog bite procedures and how the boards and police departments were trying to create consistency between the 2 communities, but also be consistent with our past practices of reasonable licensing fees and permitting fees and all of those things. The expectation is that services will be enhanced, and they won't decline, and that they'll get done. So while this relates to pools, you can expect a bunch of things to come rolling through.
Chickens
All sorts of things that could come through the end of the year.
can't apply it to the White House though.
I don't get involved in national politics ever. I did once. When I was,
Make a motion?
I haven't. Is there a
We have a
motion? There was a
motion and a
motion, second,
second.
would you call? Sorry.
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Item 6 is an ordinance to amend sections 12.01, 12.116, and 3.126A of the Greenfield Municipal Code regarding dangerous and prohibited animals. This relates to dog bites and what happens if there's a dangerous and prohibited animal and how you determine what it is and what the policies and procedures are. Alderperson Akers could probably go through this at length, but it alleviates a loophole, fixes a loophole that's been there for a while, which made,
Loophole has been used recently.
the loophole had been used recently, so this makes that correction. I'd entertain you would agree, Alderperson
Yes,
Akers, that this
I'll make a
is
motion to approve.
by Alderperson Akers, or second?
Second.
second by Alderperson Sarian.
Mr. Mayor, if I could there's one issue there's actually two blanks in this for fees, basically. There's a dangerous dog registration fee blank and a dangerous prohibited animal appeal fee. The ordinance provides for those.
What are
Yeah,
they now?
Well, right now, they don't really exist under the current code, so I thought we could kind of pick up off of West Dallas's, which is kind of what this is modeled off of, but I can't find their fees either. So it basically boils down to whether or not you guys want to have a fee for that or not. If you leave it blank, then there would be no fee. It'd be a placeholder for
What are the
future.
two fees?
For an appeal, if somebody's dog is declared to be dangerous, then they have the right to appeal that there be a fee for that. And then also, if you have a dangerous dog, there's a registration that has to go along with that, and you have to pay a fee for it as well.
So how about the appeal how about $20 each? 20, do you think, $25?
That's fine. Look,
You get bigger problems than a $20 fee if
Well,
you have
that's
that.
kind of it. At that point, they've got bigger issues.
So $25 each?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the point is not to create a revenue stream. The point is just to cover the costs and expenses of,
Existence of them.
right, okay, very good. Motion is, we vote yet? Do we have to vote?
We have a motion and a second.
And the motion would contain the $25 fee for
Yes.
both?
yes. Yes.
All right, would you please call?
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Items 7 and 8 can kind of be taken together. The first was a claim received from Dennis Phillips, and 8 is a resolution disallowing the claim regarding tire damage on his vehicle. Is this the one that wasn't on our road?
Yep.
This wasn't on our city street. I think it was on a county street or highway. Entertain a motion to disallow the claim under 8
Motion disallow.
by Alderperson Kastner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Bailey. Would you call?
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Item 9 and 10 relate to the same claim. A claim was received from Crystal Janichowski, hopefully I pronounced that right, on behalf of Adoration Lutheran Church. There's also a resolution allowing the claim of Adoration Lutheran Church relating to damage done to a piano. When we moved it for the voting that was happening there, we didn't know that by moving it, it would go out of tune. So there was an amount of $237.38 to retune the piano that our folks moved. In the scheme of everything, and all of the election cooperation that we've got from Adoration Lutheran Church, I
Makes
would
sense.
recommend adoption or approval of the
I would make that motion.
motion by Alderperson Kastner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson
Do you have a question?
Sarian.
How are we going to move it the next time?
We will do it in such a way that it doesn't require the retuning of a piano. It will probably cost us somebody that will have to pay to move the piano. That will probably be more than tuning it. But I don't know.
Or we'll look at working around it.
Or we'll hire somebody to
To play it during the.
hire some
voting.
high school students that play piano to provide a calm, soothing atmosphere during election.
Do you want me to
I
call?
like that idea.
Shirley will play, she said.
Shirley could play. Yeah.
Could not hurt.
Are you volunteering to play? Awesome. All right. Motion-
She's
there's
already
probably a rule
volunteering for
against
that,
it,
aren't you?
so motion was made. Could you call?
You're already on the election.
Alderperson Kastner.
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey.
Aye.
Item 11 is an award of a bid for publishing legal notices. I opened the bid today at noon. This is, I'm going to save you all the tirade that I make every year with regard to the fees that went up from the newspaper that doesn't even publish many stories about us.
Or publish our
And
notices.
misses important notice publication dates, but is required by state law, that unlike with towns and villages that don't have to have an official newspaper, we do. I do note that the Journal Sentinel's subscriptions and circulation have plummeted. And I would urge again that the state, oh, look at, there's someone that's running for state legislature out there. I would urge that the folks in the legislature treat cities the same as they treat the notice requirements with regard to towns and villages. Those folks used to have the same kinds of obligations, and legislation was created to not require that. Clearly, notice is given in a number of different ways that are much more effective than an official newspaper that only prints a short because of cost, right? So, but that being said, if we don't adopt this, the existing, technically, the existing contract remains in place until another one is
So it'd be cheaper.
approved. It potentially would be cheaper, but they could argue that the costs have increased, and while
We'd have to look and see how the contract's written, if it carries over automatically or not. And I don't think I've seen it.
I don't think there is a contract.
Oh, there's nothing at all.
No, it's governed by state statute, so.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So if you don't do it, then it stays as it was. So we could, it is what it is, right? So,
Yeah, it is. They're necessarily aren't the problem. The problem is that we're not allowed to do the other avenue of publications, because I haven't seen that, can I call it a reg, newspaper in probably 5 years.
so there was once a time, and I have all these old Greenfield Observers in my
Yeah.
basement that my mom had, and I don't know, I think she saved everything. Same with margarine dishes. Shall we save those too?
They're useful, though.
Not 400 of them, or 500. It was amazing. I mean, and they all turned like the 70s tan after a while too. I think they started out as white, but the Greenfield Observer was once a paper about this big that had all of the events of what was going on in the city. It had every time a business opened, there was a reporter, Nancy Allen. She would go, you could find out what people were reading for lunch, all of that stuff, right? Somebody was getting married, somebody was graduating, all of that stuff. Every time there was an Arbor Day or an event, there was an article about it, right? Common council meetings were covered by people that came and reported what was happening.
Ann Lear was on the page for playing her guitar in the front yard
Yeah.
with a group of us
Yeah.
kids.
Actually found some pictures of me getting my Coast Guard certificate, boating certificate in Greendale. Yeah, I went there once, holding my Coast Guard certificate. But no, but this article, the last article that I saw was regarding Tony Hawk, and it was something that they lifted from the Journal Sentinel, right? That was it. And there's so many things that are happening in our community that never get recognized. So it pains me to pay for this, especially when they miss it so regularly, our notices that cause delays. Real money to real people.
We gotta
But
be
that
careful.
being said, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve, because the alternative would be the Journal Sentinel, and I think that would be more expensive.
This is the Journal Sentinel. Yes.
In the
Yeah, I
Journal Sentinel.
understand, right? But I'm guessing that they'll migrate towards that cost
Make a motion to
structure.
approve.
Motion by Kastner, second by Alderperson Bailey. Would you please call?
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Item 12 is a resolution opting out of the extended closing hours during the RNC convention period as prescribed by Wisconsin Act 73 for all Class B beer, Class B liquor, Class C wine premises, and all producers' full-service retail outlets located within the city of Greenfield. I don't think this is going to be relevant during the RNC, but keeping everyone's business hours as they are and not extending it till 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is why this is happening. Alderperson Kastner before the meeting said, well, what would happen if they stayed open, or how does it impact a restaurant that has a special use? By doing this, all of those questions sort of get eliminated. So I would,
I'll make a motion to opt out of it, yes.
motion by Alderperson Akers, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Kastner. How would you call?
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Items 13 and 14 are together. These are for operator licenses, approving the applications for 2023-24 and 24-25. I'd entertain a motion to approve.
Subject to all the,
subject to all the
I'll make that motion with, subject to all the other stuff.
other stuff is being compliant with
Yep. and-
taxes and permits and and all that other stuff, so. Motion by Alderperson Akers, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Terrian, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 15 is an agent change held by Walgreens on Highway 100 from Lori McLeod to Brian Wheatley. I'd entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
By Alderperson Kastner, second by Alderperson Bailey, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 16 is approve an application for a fermented malt beverage and liquor retailer's license and entertainment license for ACG Club, the property at 4309 West Grange Avenue, the Corner Club, with alcohol sales to occur there. I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 17 relates to all sorts of renewal applications, and I'm not going to read every single one. This is put on by the.
Motion to approve.
Motion by,
As presented.
The one that you want approval subject to.
okay, so all the stuff that Alderperson Akers was talking about, approval of all licenses is subject to the City of Greenfield ordinances regarding code compliance and payment of all delinquent taxes and charges.
That is in my motion.
Okay, motion was made by Kastner, seconded by Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 18 is the amusement device license received from Lightspeed on South 27th Street. Entertain a motion to approve, subject to City of Greenfield ordinances regarding code compliance, payment of all delinquent taxes and charges.
Motion to approve.
By Alderperson Bailey, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Tarian, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Item 19 is discussion decision to approve a no-cost extension for the grant agreement between the City of Greenfield Fire Department and the State of Wisconsin Department of Health Services in regard to the Coverdale Stroke Program. Assistant Chief Weber's here if you want to talk about it, but I entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
By Alderperson Akers, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Sarian. How would you call?
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Item 20 is an interesting outdoor special event application for the first Weber rummage sale to be located at 10521 West Layton Avenue on June 1st. Includes all the outdoor special event.
Do we have somebody here from there?
Okay.
What are you doing? Can you come to the mic? Sure. What's across the street from you?
Yeah.
Walmart.
The dog barking in the park and ride all night worries me more.
My name is Jose Flores. Located at 105 Layton Avenue in Greenfield. And we are raising for the Salvation Army Food Pantry at Greenfield. And we are an official drop-off site. Every month we deliver food and volunteer. So what the group, the team wanted to do was have a fundraiser, rummage sale fundraiser. So that's what we're applying for Saturday, June 1st. Basically, members from the office going to volunteer their time. We've got items we're already, getting prepared, and we would open up from maybe 9 to 2 p.m. on that day, and all the money that would be raised would be for the Greenfield Food Pantry. Also, what we're looking to do, First Weber Realtors has a foundation, First Weber Foundation, so we're anticipating that whatever we raise, we'd apply with them to get a grant and be able to donate, hopefully.
Good God, you want to help a food pantry?
Yeah.
I just thought I'd be able to promote it this way by having them talk
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Those
Absolutely.
5 listeners or 5 people.
Well, I didn't know what he was doing either, so I can spread the word.
Appreciate it.
So,
Maybe drop off stuff?
I'd love to. That'd be great. Thank you. We
Can
can
go
we'll
once
do
a
that.
week anyhow.
To
Got
Salvation,
downsize.
to Salvation Army,
Not, well, one of those drop-off places.
too?
All right,
I would entertain a motion to approve the item as presented.
motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Kastner, second by Bailey, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion, thank you very much for doing
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
I was just kidding about the, just-
No, it's all great. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for helping us.
You're welcome.
every time we see somebody that looks like they should be wearing a suit, we get nervous, so.
I can speak to that.
Because that's why Chris is here, because we had word that you were coming and you looked official and important, so. You can go now, Chris.
I'm
Sorry.
surprised they even have a collar on today.
Okay, item 21, approve an outdoor special event application for the Ridge Food Truck Nights to be located 4500 South 108th Street on June 13th, July 11th, August 8th, and September 12th.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Alderperson Akers, is there a second?
A second.
Second by Alderperson Bailey. Any questions?
They've done this in the past.
They have done this in the past without
Okay.
without permits.
So what
this
is the
year
other
they-
one?
So we should probably double their permit.
No, they're not. It'd be good to coincide those two together.
Yeah, and these are during their services in the summer.
Oh,
They
The
have
Ridge
them on
Church is
Thursdays.
another one of those entities that just does good for people. Like,
well, we got a path to the park, so.
we did get a path to the park,
A lot
which
of
was
stuff they-
attended
They sponsor a lot
and
of events
used
at
last
Conco.
weekend. Hmm?
They sponsor.
They sponsor events,
Conco's.
I was joking about them not.
I know, but
I don't want to feel too good about things, with helping the Salvation Army out and, okay.
Did we make a motion? I
Could-
lost track.
We have a motion and a
Akers made the
second.
motion and then seconded by
Bailey.
Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Items 22, 23, and 24 are the typical Finance Committee items for reimbursements, disbursements, and investments and reinvestments. Entertain a motion to approve.
I move for
By
approval.
Alderperson Sarian, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderperson Kastner, would you call?
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
aye.
Alderperson Sarian,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Motion carries. Items for future agenda, I don't have any at this point. Item M is I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Alderperson Akers, 7:37, second by Alderperson Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.